woman, black hips, black kiss, black lips, afro with a black pick. Love when you talk that blackish. Black man, black fist,
Vocal dialect,
black grip,
like, comment, subscribe.
Vocal Dialect Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Vocal Dialect Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe.
Black schools, black scholars, black doctors, black designers, black garments, black stage, black performance, black panel, black audience, black mothers, black fathers, black sons, black daughters, black love, black honor. You black today, you're gonna be black tomorrow. Black woman, black hips.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Nadi, aka Queen Goddess Hope, and you're now tuned in to another episode of your self-care rituals. Today I'm going to talk about my experience with some esoteric properties such as sage and crystals and all of that other stuff. But I just want to basically encourage you, and especially those who are new to their spiritual awakening, that you should not feel like you're going down the wrong path, and you should not worry about what people have to say about you. You should not think that you're going to hell or anything of that nature, because you're not. You know, I'm not the one to sit here and tell you if those places are real or fake. It's up to you and what you believe. I personally don't believe in good and evil, or good or bad, right from wrong. It's truly what you feel is best for you. And I think that's probably where a lot of people get caught up, because they're so used to hearing that this is bad for them, or they grew up in a Bible-based household where, you know, you want to follow the rules and you want to do this and you want to do that. And, you know, it's engraved in your brain that these things that we do when we're walking on these spiritual paths are bad. I started out with sage experimenting first. It was a gift to me, and the law of attraction through manifestations and affirmations. And eventually I started with candles and crystals, spiritual baths, and just bowl burning rituals and oracle cards. So I've had my taste probably within the last 2 years of everything, and some of those things I still practice. I'm a big crystal person. I wear crystals every day. This one is a rose quartz crystal that I got from the crystal shop in New Jersey here at Rockies in Montclair, and it's basically a rose quartz with an elephant to represent prosperity and to help open the heart chakra. So I have a bag of crystals, which I, actively used at one point. Sometimes I would put them under my pillow. Sometimes I would just have them around the home in different areas just to open up the moods or make a vibrant statement, to my own personal energy field. I felt like it was necessary at times. Anytime I feel like I need a new crystal, I would go to the crystal shop and take a look around and see what energy identifies best with me at the time. I do that a lot. So I probably have like 20, nothing major, but just the ones that resonate most with me. For a long time, I wore a tiger's eye bracelet, which sometimes I still wear. For the most part, I was really attracted to tiger's eye for like a whole year. But, I do Reiki sessions. Hey, Renee. And during the Reiki sessions, the practitioner will tell you what chakras may be blocked. So oftentimes I actually will go into Rockies to the crystal shop to find new crystals that'll help me open up and balance those chakras. And that's how the rose quartz came into my life recently. So I've been rocking this probably for like 2 months, and things are they're progressing a little bit better, but I just still can't stand men sometimes. So it's like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm just focused on vibrating and lifting up my energy for what it is. But to bring it all back to the sage, I want to say first too, definitely do your research when dibble and dabbling into any of these items. A lot of people, we have no idea what their spiritual practices are. It could be light, it could be dark. You really don't know. And plus the energies that you may have around you, you don't even know if they're light or dark, especially starting out. So it's really important for you to cleanse your atmosphere and cleanse your energy field, and one of those ways is through sage. So just make sure when you're using it, you definitely open up your windows and doors to let the negative entities out. When I first started using it, I actually would speak positive affirmations into the air and ask for any negative entities or forces to remove themselves from this space. I always bless my space, especially when using it. I would use it probably like once a week. And people always said, hey, use it for this or use it for that. Don't sage your house too much. Don't do this too much. And at some point I started doing it when I felt it was necessary. When things aren't right in your space, if I just wanted to liven up my mood or liven up my surroundings, I would burn sage. I don't care if I did that yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, who are you to tell me that I can't sage every day if I want to? Whether if it's even burning an incense or Palo Santo, like, you do what you want. It's your space and your energy field. And that's something that I'm trying to encourage people. Like, stop always listening to what other people are telling you. You have to understand what your intuition is telling you to the max in order to follow it. So just do that. Another thing that I always did and loved were taking spiritual baths. It's really important for you to bathe yourself before you jump in a spiritual bath. Please, dirt bombs, like, make sure that you're actually bathing yourself first before you start and you sit yourself into a bath. Because sometimes people put milk in baths and honey and different things like that. I just know these cleanups be a pain. I've done rose water, I've done essential oils, crystals, herbs, rose petals, lemon peels, so many different things in my baths. It just depends on what it is that you're trying to do. At one point, my solar plexus was blocked and chakra was blocked, and everything yellow for me in a bath. Even candles, yellow candles, like everything has a purpose. Just understand what it is that you're trying to do and understand what you're trying to invoke, and understand that your energy must match these things, because you can do a ritual, you can burn a candle, you can manifest and speak into your water like I used to. But if the meaning and the intention isn't right within you to manifest those things, it's not going to happen. You have to be strong, and you have to definitely understand that that's just not something that's going to work out for you. But again, just make sure you're always, quote unquote, prayed up or protecting yourself and your energy field before you're doing these things, because the last thing you want to do is allow negative forces into your life when you have no idea whose ritual you decided to follow. I always go on Pinterest and I see all these rituals and different things that people want you to do. And I'm like, where are y'all getting this stuff from? I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Saying all of these crazy words. You don't even know what any of that stuff means. Like, just because that's your favorite tarot person on YouTube doesn't mean that you should be following anything that they're doing. You have no idea what these people are, who they are, what they do, what their altars look like. You have no idea. Like, don't even go there. So anyway, crystals, I definitely explained that already. The spiritual baths. What else do I use? I have done candle magic. I had done 2 candles before in my past. I want to say like 2018. And they definitely worked out for me. Again, because I believe the intention was behind it. And everybody's different, like I said, the 2 things that I wanted to manifest ended up manifesting for me, and I was completely happy. I was completely satisfied with what happened, and what the outcome is. Again, I took a spiritual bath, after it, and once I burned the candle, I made sure to throw it out in someone else's garbage or a dumpster. I didn't want to throw it away in my own garbage. Usually when like my spiritual baths are over, I know I'm jumping all around, but it's just coming up to my brain. I never look at the water when it's going down. I just don't want to resonate with that energy anymore. A lot of these things are intuitive, and a lot of these things are in my subconscious, and a lot of them are encouraged through meditation, and just focusing on here, because it really, 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 really is all you need. I'm at a point now where many of these things don't even matter. I think I'm down to just my little crystal bracelets, and sometimes I put them under my pillow to, have certain types of dreams and allow their healing properties to take over in my dream state, because I really feel like meditation is the key to life right now, like honestly. When I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, so readings and tarot and psychics, mediums, all that stuff was considered demonic. And it was confusing to me because in the Bible, they talk about spiritual gifts. And I was like, okay, if these things are in the Bible, why are they so bad? And if all of us are born with these types of gifts, why are these things so bad? Like who said? And once you start questioning things, people don't want to answer or can't provide answers. And my thing is like, there's a verse in Deuteronomy that says, all things are not meant for people to know. Some things are left for God himself or herself, whomever you want to describe God as, and we don't have all of the answers. And I think that the only way you are to receive those answers are when you become one with God. And that is also done through meditation. So I decided to put down all of these fears that I had at one point, which I did write and talk about in another video, and one of those things on my list was tarot. And I was like, why does this bother me so much? And it stemmed from because of my religious upbringing. And once I understood that was it, I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna protect myself. I'm gonna sage my space. I'm gonna open the space, make sure I close the space and ask anyone to leave who wasn't supposed to be here, but I decided to do Oracle as opposed to tarot because I don't know what it is about tarot. It just doesn't sit right with me. But for when I do have readings done, tarot is actually used because with light comes dark. It's just the balance and the nature of the game, being a Libra, where the scales. So it is definitely a balance. That's just what happens with spirituality. It's just impossible to avoid. You're never going to be able to stay on a positive path. With good always comes bad, quote unquote, with light always comes dark. It's just the nature of the game, but it's up to you to choose your path and which way you want to go. And me, I choose light. So I prefer to use Oracle cards, and I'm very conscious of the cards that I use and select. Right now, my key deck is a self-care deck because that was what I was using to light my path during this journey. Every day was a new day, and every day was difficult sometimes, at one point. And it wasn't until I started using these cards that encouraged me to create a new spiritual self-care routine every single day. So all of my readings are pretty much done with a self-care deck, and it really, really helps me. And the message that I receive, from channeling oftentimes may include a loved one that passed on, or it may include a message that's really not in the cards. It's just something that, I'm able to do. It's my spiritual gift. You know what I mean? So just make sure you're doing things that resonate with you. I really, really want to encourage everybody to do that and stay healthy during this time. There's a lot going on as the light flickers because my thing is about to die. There's a lot going on in this time, and it's really important for us to stay protected and stay safe. Today I have my chlorophyll, slippery elm, and lemon mix that I'm drinking, and it's just that I really want to be protected and I really want to stay safe, especially with this pandemic going around. So I really just want to encourage everyone to stay in positive vibes and stay in positive spirits.